Hello friends, in previous video lecture we have studied the pattern of annual examination of 11th standard and subject chemistry. So in 11th standard for chemistry subjects there are total 200 marks for each subject. In case of chemistry, there are two unit tests. Unit test number 1 carries 25 marks, second unit test 25 marks, then semester 1 carries 50 marks, and annual exam carries 100 marks. So there is a total 200 marks. So out of this 200, we have to score 70 marks for passing. So this is already explained in previous lecture. So in today's lecture, we have to study which are the topics for your syllabus in 11th standard subject chemistry. So here topic or chapter wise weightage is given. So there in all total 16 topics or chapters in your syllabus. So this is chemistry textbook. So this is chemistry textbooks for standard 11th. So in this textbook there are 16 topics for 11th standard subject chemistry. So here topic or chapter wise weightage is given. Here weightage means on these topics the question will be asked for 3 or 5 marks. So these indicates the marks which are for these topics. So first we see here first topic is some basic concepts of chemistry. So in these topics there are properties of matter, SI unit, then laws of combinations. So this part is included in some basic concepts of chemistry. So this first column indicates that compulsory marks. Compulsory marks means we have to solve 3 marks question compulsory on these topics. And marks with option, second column is marks with option. There are 5 marks. So out of these 5 marks, we have to solve 3 marks question. That 3 marks are compulsory for first topic. Second topic is introduction to analytical chemistry. So in this topic, we have to study molecular formula, empirical formula, qualitative and quantitative analysis, and concentration of solutions. So this is second topic. This carries compulsory marks 4 and with option 6 marks. Then topic number 3 is some analytical techniques. So in these topics, the analytical techniques means purification of substances. So in purification, there are different methods used for solids or liquids. In case of solids, crystallization method is used, and for liquids, distillation methods. So some methods are studied in this topic. So this topic carries 2 marks with compulsory marks and 3 marks with option. Then next topic number 4 is structure of atom. So this topic you already studied in 10th standard. 10th standard this topic is already you have studied. So in 11th standard structure of atoms. So in this topic there are 2 atomic models, Rutherford model, Bohr's atomic model, then proton, neutrons, electrons. Study of these things are included in structure of atom. It carries 5 marks compulsory and 7 marks with option. Then next topic number 5, it is a chemical bonding. So this chemical bonding carries compulsory 6 mark question and question with option, that is 8 marks. So in chemical bonding you have to study the types of bonds, chemical bonds. That also you know that bonds are ionic bond as well as a covalent bond. So these are included in this chemical bonding topic. Then topic number 6 is redox reaction. So redox reaction means oxidation, reduction, definition, oxidizing agent, reducing agent, then redox reaction, balancing the redox reaction. So all these are included in this redox reaction topic. It carries 3 marks compulsory and 4 marks with option 4 marks. Then topic number 7, that is modern periodic table. So this also you have studied in 10th standard periodic table. So in this topic, you have to study the SPDF blocks, then how to write the electronic configuration of elements, then types of elements, their properties. All these are included in modern periodic table. It carries 4 marks compulsory, and marks with option 6 marks. Out of 6, we have to solve compulsory 4 marks question from this topic. Then topic number 8, elements of group 1 and 2. So after studying periodic table, you know the groups and periods are there in periodic table. So vertical lines, these are called as the groups. There are total 18 groups, and horizontal rows, these are called as the periods. So from periodic table there are total 18 groups. So in your syllabus, the topic number 8, the group 1 and 2, that is alkali metal and alkaline earth metals, are included in this topic. You have to study in detail of these two groups. It carries 4 marks compulsory and 6 marks with option. Then here topic number 9. The name of topic is elements of group 13, 14 and 15. So group number 13, 14, 15, these are included in P block. So these are P block elements. So P block elements, there are total 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. Total 6 groups are there. So out of these 6 groups, in 11th standard we have to study these 3 groups, 13, 14 and 15. So this topic carries 6 marks compulsory and with option 8 marks. Then next topic is topic number 10. So this topic, name of this topic is states of matter. So this is also you have already studied in 9th and 10th standard. States of matter, there are 3 states, solid, liquid and gases. Out of these 3 states, you have to study only 2 states in 11th standard, that is gaseous state and liquid state and their properties. And solid state topic is separate for 12th standard. So in 11th standard, you have to study only 2 states, that is gaseous and liquid state. It carries 4 marks compulsory and 6 marks with option. Then topic number 11. So this topic name is adsorption and colloids. So in adsorption of colloids, there are types of different solutions: colloidal solution, true solutions, absorption, adsorption, physical adsorption, chemical adsorption, factors affecting adsorption. So all these points are included in adsorption and colloids, this topic. This topic carries compulsory 3 marks and with option 4 marks. Then topic number 12, that is chemical equilibrium. So chemical equilibrium, that is reactions, are included in this topic. Chemical reaction, the reaction takes place in both directions, that is reactant gives product and again product gives reactant. That reaction is called the reversible reaction. So such a type of reversible reactions are included in this topic, that is chemical equilibrium. It carries compulsory 6 marks and marks with option 8 marks. Then topic number 13, name of topic is nuclear chemistry and radioactivity. So what is nuclear chemistry? It is related to nucleus. Nucleus and radioactivity means there is a continuous emission of radioactive rays, that is alpha, beta, gamma rays, and some particles are also emitted. So this study in this topic, that is nuclear chemistry and radioactivity. So this topic carries 3 marks compulsory question and 4 marks with option. Then next topic is topic number 14, basic principles of organic chemistry. Basic principles of organic chemistry, it carries compulsory 6 marks and with option 8 marks. So basic principles of organic chemistry. In this topic we have to study the carbon compounds. Organic chemistry means organic compounds, and organic compounds are called as a carbon compounds. So here main element is a carbon. So from carbon there are various number of compounds are formed. So in this topic we have to study the structural formula, then bond line formula, condensed formula, then Fisher projects formula, then Wage formula, Sauer's formula, Newman's formula, and then we are already studied in 10th standard, that is IUPAC nomenclature of the elements, IUPAC names, how to write the IUPAC names for organic compounds, then homologous series, functional groups. So these points we are already studied in 10th standard. Here repetition of that points, that is IUPAC name, homologous series and functional groups, and classification of organic compounds. So this topic is a big topic. It carries 6 marks and we marks with option 8 marks. Then topic number 15. So this topic, it is a hydrocarbons. So this point or this topic also you are already studied in 10th standard. Hydrocarbons means the compounds containing carbon and hydrogen elements only. And these hydrocarbons are alkanes, alkenes, alkynes and aromatic compounds. See, in alkanes, carbon-carbon single bonds, so these are called as a saturated hydrocarbons. In alkene and alkynes, there is a double and triple bond, carbon-carbon, respectively. So these two alkenes and alkynes, these compounds are called as unsaturated compounds. In aromatic compound, we have to study the benzene compound. Benzene means hexagonal ring containing alternate single and double bond. So these 4 hydrocarbons are included in this hydrocarbon topic, that is alkane, alkene, alkynes and benzene. So this topic carries 8 marks compulsory and with option 11 marks. Then last topic is topic number 16, chemistry in everyday life. Chemistry in everyday life means which chemicals are used in our daily life. Without chemistry we can't live, because we take food. That food also contains carbon compound. For example, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, all these are organic compounds, but we take as a food. Then cloths. Cloths means cotton, terylene, nylon. We wear this cloths. This is also organic compound. Then plastic. Plastic means polythene. Polythene, it is a polymer of ethene. This also used in our daily life. Also, there are so many examples of organic compound that we use in our daily life. Then some medicines are also included in chemistry in everyday life. So medicines means analgesic medicines, antibiotics, disinfectant, all such type of medicines are given in this last topic, that is chemistry in everyday life. And also soaps and detergents, a primary information about soaps and detergents are also given in this last topic. So this topic carries 3 marks compulsory and 4 marks with option. So there are total 16 topics. So this is about your topic of chapter wise weightage for chemistry.